Hey everybody, welcome to this Thursday afternoon. Decided to do a reggaeton beat, so I'm going to keep it simple. Try not to do too much with it. Did kind of decide to go ahead and make it sound a little bit trappier, and I think people appreciate that, with this type of sound, one of those diddly doos there, so... let's see here. Let's drop the volume down here to around 10. I think I gotta delete this too to make that happen. There you go. All right. Reggaeton's pretty simple. There's two parts that you got to nail. One is the 4 on the floor, and the second is the back snare. So 4 on the floor. Right? Then the back snare. Now, they don't usually put hi-hats in reggaeton, but if they do, it's usually on top of the kick, I found. So, see, that's like one of those things like, see, I'm feeling like that. This is where my trap wants to come in. Right there, you know what I mean? All right, so simple reggaeton beat. All right, it's halfway there. A hit already. It's pretty straightforward and simple. Then you have to pick the right bass. There's so many basses out there, but what I'll usually do is I'll just pick, just a nice sine wave. But you know what? Since we're not going to be doing a lot on this track, let's see if I can find a bass that feels really, really good. So let's try Dune. Dune's a wild program. I really enjoy this program. So let's see here. Or synth, soft synth, I should say. Alright, so we're in the basses. Nice, I like that. That's a nice sound. See, so let's pick. I can either do 2, 3, or 4 chords. So let's just first find. Or let's see. We can either keep it happy on the second chord with the major, or we can make them both minor. Right? So let's see. Let's try all right, so that'll be our bass line. So let's see, that's gonna be 3 chords, so I need to have at least 2 bars to make that work. So let's play through once. Dropping down to that little minor right at the end. I'll try it again. Let's do that. Let's just drop down to that minor. Here we go. All right, that's pretty much it for that. And let's add in another piano or another sound. I was thinking piano, kind of straightforward. So let's see, where is that? Piano, arena, ambience. See, we'll just let it do its own decay there. Oh, I did not realize I was recording. That was horrible. Let's turn the recording off. Here we go. All right, let's record that in. Here we go. All right, then we need to have just like a little lead sound. So we need to get one of those, you know. Don't ask me to sing, obviously. All right, so let's see. I like Predator. It's got a lot of different sound banks in it. So let's see what it has. And then what we'll do is we'll go and find next some drum. We'll create some drum rolls. And maybe a couple of crashes or something. So let's see what we got here. All right, dance and lead sounds. And take it up an octave. That's cool, but that's not what I'm looking for. Nope, not that either. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of Latin. It might even be a little more Cuban. So let's just see. It's kind of like that was kind of made a little more soulful. All right, I kind of got an idea of where I want to go here. Let's start on the third. Let's start there. Let's see what happens. That's cool. Let's find something a little more repetitive, but I can dig that. There we go. I'll do that. Let's try it again. Still not it. Still not it. It was so close. All right, I'm good with that. Simple, straightforward. Let's add in, like I said, let's get some crashes going here, some cymbals. Let's see, I got an 808 kit in here. Let's see if it has any. Oh. So I can even do my rolls with those toms right there. So let's go 4 bars here. So that, I like that. And we're kind of hitting my memory a little hard here, so let's raise that up to 512. Here we go. Cool. Repetitive, and I'll try one more sound just for the heck of it, but I don't think that it really needs one more sound. But I always like to check and say, well, maybe there's one more sound I could add to it that'll just really get it going. Well, there's a couple things I could do. Let's see if we can get some shakers. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can get a shaker. And there's a kabasa. Yeah, I want that. Yeah, that sound. So we got a shaker. Do I have that timbale? You know, timbale is always. Ooh, that sound. Oh, I know what'll be cool. Let's do the cowbell. More cowbell, please. And that was not what I was expecting to happen. It just seems like it's not right. So let's go up here and edit, undo load group. Yes, I don't want a group. I just want a single hit of cowbell. Just one cowbell. Here. Oh, not that one. Nope. None of those sound like it. There we go. See. That's coming together nicely. What else can we put in here? Let's see if we can do an uplifter. Let's see if there's any uplifters. There is one. Let's just put this in a different track because we want it to go forward. So let's put that uplifter where this says rim shot. And that's number 14. Oops. I'll get to it eventually. Yeah. There we go. Nice. All right. Let's put that in there. I have no clue how long this is because I can't see the waveform, but I think it's somewhere there. One more over, I think, should do it. And I gotta get a better crash. I thought I had a pretty good crash, but that's not. Let's try that. Cool. All right. I think that's pretty much it. I can't really think of anything else that this could use. It's got the back rhythm. Let's just listen to it. Maybe one more sound. Let me see if I have an accordion in here. Oops. All right, so there's an accordion in there I can use. So let's try it. Try to. Don't even want to hit. All right, so added an accordion. Overall, it's pretty good. I guess if you want to make it a little more dramatic, we could add a pizzicato string. That would be kind of cool. Let's see if I can find a piz. Cello piz. I don't know. This might be overkill. This might be where it stops. So let's see. Yeah. Overkill. So. All right. So let's get our stems going here. So we got just some basics. Oh. That's right. I wanted to mess with the groove of this. It's always fun to kind of mess with the swing and see what we can get going on here. 50's crazy, but let's see what we can get going. Nice. That's got a nice, it moves real nice. You can just really feel it kind of bouncing. So got to make it bounce. All right. So here we go. Let's start stemming out these tracks. So 2, this part takes a little bit. It's not as interesting as the creation of the track, but definitely worth doing, you know, because then you can get exactly what you're looking for when you want to do your mixes. Almost done here. All right, a couple more sounds, and I think I'm going to combine those all these percussion sounds together. Oops. Let's see, I ended at 10, so this is going to be 11 here. So I'll put 11 on this one, and I'll put 11 here, and I'll put channel 11 here. Give the crash its own at 12, and then that noise riser at 13. Any other channels? All right. So nothing should play back but metronome. Perfect. So we're at a total of 13 channels. Since the first one was preoccupied as a main out, I'll just make it 12 because we started on 2. So I always have to remember that. So 12, great. All right. And then from audio track 1 here, hold down Shift Option Command, click the first channel here and plug in 2, and it automatically routes to all of them. So that's done. And then because I'm going to want to know what I'm messing with as I go through it, I'll just do a quick naming of the channels. Almost done here. Doing like a bassa. And of course our buddy the cowbell. It always lets people know the party's getting started when you throw that cowbell in there, you know what I'm saying? And then congas. So that's what it was. Congas. And then crash. And then riser. Okay, they're all listed and labeled. Hit record here. Volume might jump a little bit. Shouldn't jump too much. So here we go. Cool. I'm down for that. All right. Other thing I like to do after I get all of my sounds striped is close out anything that's going to hit with memory. So hide and make that inactive. I need to also change my buffer. Always helps to have the buffer set correctly, you know what I mean? And then I also like to normalize all of my tracks. That way I don't have to worry about clipping or gain staging or any of that stuff. I don't know why a lot of people don't take advantage of the tools that are in the system, but I just hit the peak value. Doesn't change the way it sounds because it's all happening in the digital domain. So it's just really smart out, to go ahead and do this. And then on these channels now, just to make sure no inputs, so nothing crazy happens. So I have a drum bus set up that I created that kind of just gives me a quick fix on what's how things feel and sound. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on. So let's see here. Only things I don't want in it are bass, piano, lead, and then I'll take everything else in there, I think, except for the accordion too. So no accordion. And then so kick drum all the way down to crash. I'm gonna route that out to my drums. And then let's start making a song here. So I want to save it and let's do a few quick right here. So let's start off with see the lead and the piano. Oh yeah, that just tells me right out. As soon as I hear that, I'm like, ooh, somebody's about to start dancing. So I'm gonna do that right there. Booyah, West Side. All right. And I don't want my accordion yet. I want to save that till later. You know, surprise people with it. Go, oh, wow, there's an accordion. Let's hear it. Let's fill this. Let's see. So we have that intro piece, and then after the intro plays, including the congas, then the beat drops. So here's the kick, snare, hi-hat, cabasa. I think I want to go straight into the into a verse. So let's take the hi-hat out because it gives away some good energy. And of course, take the cowbell out. Still haven't introduced the cowbell. For the second 16, we'll have the hi-hat come in, and then take out one of the crashes. Take out that sweeper, and matter of fact, let's take out this sweeper. And we'll take the bass out right before the chorus, so it's turned into 12 bars there. And we're still no accordion. Let's see how this feels with that high part. Yeah, we'll leave that in there. That way, that's kind of like one of our hooks. And then we just double all that over. Add in one more. Here's our 8, and then out. So there we go. So there's the basics of the track. Here, a little editing problem with that piano because it didn't carry over for those two, so I want it to carry over like that. So let's just make sure it carries over. All right, sounded pretty good. What if we dropped this? Cool. Let's add in just some basic. Like, this is super, super basic, but so worth it. Let's go with a quarter note. And what we'll do is we'll do a DJ turn down right here for part of it. So let's see. Kill. I'm down for that. So let's just grab this section. No need to do it again. And just plop it right here. Oops. Yeah, right there. Word. All right. Got our crashes in, everything is in place. All right, so let's put a little bit of it might quit on us here. Oh, I hope it doesn't quit on us. At least I saved it, right? Let's see what's going on here. Super weird. Oh, it quit on us. Pro Tools quit. What is it doing? Happens sometimes, folks. It happens sometimes. But hey, that's why we hit save a lot, and that's why we have backup copies. That way this program can act a fool and not ruin your day. Gotta remember Apple S. Apple S is funny. I remember this one time I was in the studio. I was working with this artist, and signed artist, and we have been working for hours, and I hadn't hit Apple S in a long time, or Command S. I hadn't saved it in a while, and he came up to the board and he started messing around and he started pushing buttons really quickly, and the computer froze. We lost everything. It was just devastating. I'm not gonna say the artist was, but definitely devastating. So, you know, every now and then you lose some, you win some, you lose some, right? All right, we're about to wrap up here. I'm going to make sure this doesn't clip our bus going in, because I don't want you guys to have to grab your ears. But other than that, let's hear this beat back. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Maybe picked up some quick little ideas. I'll definitely come back and make some more beats. And I do a lot of different types of records. I don't mind making the reggaeton, pop, trap. I'll make a country song. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of how I feel that day. Today felt like some reggaeton, a little bit of my Latin roots. So, all right, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll come back a little bit later and do another one. Thanks.